and gentlemen. Welcome to this Thesis Defense. So my project is about the student dormitory complex. To start our presentation, we first of all present an introduction, then go on with the references, the project, and end with conclusion and perspective. So the problem that we face here is about the lack of accommodation and infrastructure to meet the growing educational needs of this area. So the aim of our project is now to meet this crucial housing for the students by providing them a comfortable and secure living environment to permit them to achieve good results. About the references that we studied, we took three main references. The first one is the Ramangana Lutheran School located in Uganda. Now we move on to the second reference. It is the AU dormitory. This project is located in sub-Saharan Africa and was designed for 50 students and simply to respond to the climate and adapt in the site. The project is divided in several main parts. We have the parking entrance area made up of bicycles for the students and the small part for cars. Now we also have an open garden for everyone. We have also a vegetable garden with some storage for the food permit the children to also learn a bit about agriculture. Then we go on with the dorms. The dorms are divided into two parts. One part for the females, another part for the males. Now, going on to the concept. The concept of this project is resumed into three different modes: living, learning, and growing together. We go on with the presentation. We started with the general plot of the area, then added an illustration to have the volume. We create also a cut chart in the middle, and with the connection between the different elements, we achieve the final form of the site. This study building is just made up of a main room where we can find some spaces for children to sit down and study, some libraries, the toilet, and an office for the supervisor. Then, the canteen. In the canteen, we have a main room with spaces for children and other people to eat. We have the toilets, we have the kitchen, we have the storage. We also have an office for the food manager and the toilets. So, as the result of this study, we saw that we have done a project which is comfortable, conducive to learning, inclusive, functional, and also sustainable.
A very challenging subject, and I think all the works that we have seen this afternoon and we see tomorrow morning as well gave a very good solution. A very good master plan is not a top-to-down master plan with an already fixed idea, but they take in very good consideration the context, the topography, and they try to relate to the topography. So I think this is a very good approach. We don't see a non-flexible approach, but we see a very flexible.
Concernant le master plan, j'ai vu en référence ça que vous avez cité la cité de l'Europe en Inde de Sri Lanka. D'accord? Et en quoi votre master plan est-il fidèle aux préceptes de son concepteur?
Ce qui nous a intéressés dans la cité de l'Europe, ce n'est pas le modèle de ville radiocentrique, mais plutôt l'idée cachée derrière. Parce que comme on le sait bien, la vision de Sri Aurobindo, c'était basé sur les principes de la vie humaine, c'est-à-dire tout ce qui est résidentiel, international, culturel aussi, et enfin social et l'inclusion.
Ouga et Liance, mention très bien.